Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. Today I'm going to be doing stages 23 to 26 of the Hachette Parkworks release and build the Mad Max Apocalyptic Ford Falcon. Should I have said Mad Max? Don't know. But look, it's the post-apocalyptic edition, so that's what we're going to be building today. Doesn't look to be too much to do today, so we've got 4 stages to go through, but we do have a free gift, which says jerry can. Not sure what this is, let me check it out. As you can see, I haven't opened this, so I've got no idea. It is a jerry can, and it's a jerry can. You can actually put some nice liquid in there. I'm thinking perhaps a single malt scotch and perhaps some rum, but this is pretty cool actually. Check that out. This would be great for hiking trips, thinking about it, but that's what that looks like. And it's metal, just so you know. It's a proper hip flask, if you like. What a bizarre free gift. I've never had anything like that before, but that's going to be pretty useful, I think. Anyway, I don't think this is still available, but you will have to check if you want to. I'll put a link down there, and I have got the QR codes on the screen. It is available in Australia now, I know that much. But I'm going to jump straight into it. So, without further ado, let's get cracking. Now, once again, just looking at this, we've got the tunnel here for the floor pan. So if I realise that there's not much to do in one stage, I will bundle them together. But as you can see, that's the tunnel for the transmission now. And we're going to be putting this onto place just on the floor pan that we were working on last time. So I will bundle this with the next stage. So this is the floor pan that we were working on last time. So let's get this out. This time I'm going to be using my PH1 screwdriver because these are quite big and bulky things. Basically, just going to be taking this section and this is going to be going on here just like that. Now, it does mean that it's attaching in quite a few places here. Just clipping that in. Dropping my screws in a bit of oil. We're going to be putting DSO2 in the front here first. Then we've got 2 just here, 1 each side. And then finally, we've got the 2 just at the back here. So you see what I mean? That was a massively quick stage. So moving swiftly on. So this is stage 24. And as you can see, we're going to be extending onto that floor pan. Looking just like this. So this is going to be nice and quick as well. And it's a big box. I mean, this is going to give you an idea of how big this vehicle actually is at the end. And that means if I've got this here, this is going to be fitting just on top of this section, just like this. Just making sure it fits perfectly in there. There we go, nice and flush. It's going to be held in with DSO2 screws again. And we're going to need 2 each side. So now you can see while I'm bundling all of these together. So in stage 25, as you can see, we're going to be extending off that tunnel that we just installed in the first stage of this pack. So that's nice and quick. And then it looks like we're putting the last bit of chassis on. So I think we're going to do everything in one go. So this is the last part of this tunnel that we're going to be putting in. This is just going to go over these 2 lugs each side here. So it fits on top just like that. Different screws this time though. So DSO2 screws first. Pretty much in every screw hole that you can see, except for this one here. Just do the 2 at the back here. So in total, there's 4 of these DSO2 screws each side. And as I mentioned, we've got this hole just in the middle there, a bit blown out on one of my cameras there, with the flanged PS screw here. That's a PS08. But as you can see, that's in place. Which means we are on to the last stage of this pack, and we are extending this off with a little bit more of the chassis here. So I'm going to get this into place here. We've got a cross brace to put in as well. So this is going to give us an idea of how big this model actually is going to be. And this is the rest of the magazine. And as you can see, we're going to be starting to do the differential in the next pack. Now, even though this is a light speed pack, that's what I'm going to call this, there was a lot of metal in it. So there was quite a bit of stuff to put together here. This metal brace is just going to be going into this section just here. A bit tight, but there we go, we've got that in. Once again, the screw of choice for these metal parts is the DSO2 screw, but this time I'm screwing these in from the other side, just here. So one this side and one the other side here. Then I'm going to be bringing over the floor pan and having it this way up here. This is just going to be going on the 2 lugs at the back. And once again, DSO2 screws, 2 each side to keep that into place. And there you go. That's pretty much the full floor pan completed. That's how it's looking. So this whole thing is metal apart from this bit and this centre tunnel. So it is quite weighty as well. Very stressful pack, I'm sure you'll agree. I'm sure I'm going to need to fill up my metal hip flask here to get over the stress of this pack. Anyway, that's a nice quick one today, wasn't it? So I really hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.